Good morning, friends. Today we start a new chapter in mathematics. That is chapter 13, surface area and volumes. Now, here for the revision check, we will see you already know the surface area of two-dimensional figures. So, which are the two-dimensional figures that you know? The two-dimensional figures you know are a rectangle whose area is given by L into B. Where L is the length, B is the breadth. For a square, the sides are equal, L and L are equal, so area of the square is L square. Then you also know about the circle. The area of the circle is pi r square, where r is the radius of the circle. So these are some two-dimensional shapes that we have learned about. Right? These are all two-dimensional shapes. The square. Then we also have the triangle, whose area is given as half into base into altitude. This is the base B and this is the altitude we call H. So this all are two-dimensional figures, and the previous classes we have learned the area. What you have also learned is the perimeter. Perimeter is the length of the border. So if you look at this rectangle, you will get L plus B plus L plus B. So you got 2 times L and 2 times B, or we write 2 bracket L plus B is the perimeter. The perimeter of the square is L plus L plus L plus L, that is 4L. Perimeter of the circle is also called the circumference, whose formula you learned is 2 pi r. And perimeter of a triangle is the sum of the three sides. We'll call them here A, B, C. So we have got this A, B and C is the perimeter of the triangle. So far we have done the surface areas of two-dimensional figures. In this lecture, we are going to look at a three-dimensional figure. So the first three-dimensional figure we have is a cuboid. Okay. So how will you visualize a cuboid? If you have seen a brick, the brick is in the shape of a cuboid. Your mobile phone is in the shape of the cuboid, but it has got rounded ends. It doesn't have pointed ends, it has got rounded ends, but your mobile phone is also a cuboid. If you have got a steel cupboard at home or a wooden cupboard at home, you can see that is also in the shape of a cuboid. And probably the room in which you are sitting, if you see the room in which you are sitting, that is also a cuboid. Now check out the walls of the room. How many rooms, how many walls does your room have? Then you will see there are 4 walls. Yes, notice them carefully. There are 4 walls. And you have a ceiling on the top and the floor at the bottom. You can count the 4 walls, the ceiling at the top and the floor at the bottom. So together you have got 6 sides of the cuboid. Your room has got 6 sides which have got 4 walls and the roof and the ceiling. So I have picturized the cuboid here. If you can see, yes, it has got the 6 sides. I have broken up the sides for you to show you in yellow. This is the back side and this is the front side. Now you can see in the cuboid, the front and the back side both are equal. Can you notice that? And they both are in the shape of a rectangle. Now how will you find the area of this rectangle? So you can see this is the length L. So this is L and this is the height H. So here this rectangle has got the length and the height. So this orange part here, the area of this orange rectangle, the front side will be L into H or LH. But you can see the front side and the back side are both equal. the front side and the back side. You cannot see the full back side, but you can see the front side and the back side are equal. So these two sides give us the twice length into height. So this is the front wall and the back wall. Where you are sitting is the front wall and the back wall. Now we look at the other two walls, the wall on the right and the wall on the left. This wall, the green color which is shown, has got a breadth B and the height h. So the wall on the right and the left, you can see this green area is given by what? B into h. But this area of the left wall and the right wall will mostly be equal if you are sitting in a cuboid room. So it becomes 2 times breadth into. So the area of the total 4 walls, yes, not the top and the ceiling. The area of the 4 walls is called the lateral surface area. LSA means lateral surface area. So lateral surface area is only the area of the 4 walls. From this side take 2h common and the bracket I get L plus B. So understand the room in which you are sitting is in the shape of a cuboid with 4 walls, the roof and the ceiling. Sorry, the roof and the floor, the ceiling and the floor. But lateral surface area means area of the 4 walls. So you can see the front of where you are sitting, the front wall is orange and I have taken the back wall orange, which is given by the formula 2 into L plus H. L into H is the area of the front and L into H is the area of the back. Because they both are equal, I have taken them twice. And the wall on the right and the wall on the left is given by breadth into height. So the total area of the 4 walls is 2h L plus B. So that is the lateral surface area. Now TSA means total surface area. So in lateral surface area I only took the 4 walls. But in the total surface area I even have to take this floor and the ceiling. Means I have to take all the 6 sides. So how should I do that? Now you can look at the floor. It's got length L and breadth B. It has got the length L and breadth B. So the area of the floor is L into B and area of the ceiling is also L into B. So total surface area, I will write again, is the area of the 4 walls plus area of the roof and area of the ceiling. So the total surface area of a cuboid means the room in which you are sitting is 2 bracket LB plus BH plus LH. So I hope this idea is clear to you. Cuboid is the room in which you are sitting, which has got a front wall and a back wall which are equal, a right wall and a left wall which are equal, a floor and a ceiling which are equal. But lateral surface area is the area of the 4 walls. Total surface area is the area of the 4 walls plus the roof and the ceiling. So that was cuboid. Now from the cuboid, we move to a cube. Now the speciality of the cube is, in the cube all the sides are equal. In the cuboid we had a length, a breadth and a height which were different. In a cube all the 3 are the same. So the cube has got the same length, same breadth, same height. So you can see the front has got L, L. So the front side is L square, even the back side is L square. Now the right and the left sides are same, L, L. So this side is also L square, this side is also L square. So all the 4 walls are L square plus L square plus L square plus L square. So in a cube, the lateral surface area is 4L square. And if you look at the total surface area, then look at the floor, which is also L square because the sides are the same. And the ceiling is also L square. So total surface area of a cube is 6L square. So lateral surface area of the cube, the 4 walls of the cube is 4L square and the total surface area is 6L square. That is the area. Now a cube you will see when you play a game like Ludo. The dice has got 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but each side of the dice is equal. You will notice each side of the dice is equal. Okay, so we say ice cubes, but not all ice are in the form of a cube. A cube is a shape, three-dimensional shape, in which the length, the breadth and the height, all three are equal. So now we have got two formulas for today. Remember them. We have done the lateral surface area and total surface area of a cuboid, and the lateral surface area and total surface area of a cube. So the LSA of the cuboid, I'll write here again. LSA of cuboid was how much? Do you remember? 2h bracket L plus B. And for the cube it is 4L square. TSA of a cube is 6L square, and TSA of a cuboid was how much? Can you recall? 4 formulas. 2 into bracket LB plus BH plus LH. So we are now going to do the sums based on this 4 formulas. So now we have got a question. Mary wants to decorate a Christmas tree. She wants to place the tree on a wooden box. So it's a wooden box covered with colored paper and a picture of Santa Claus. Now she wants to know how much paper she needs to buy. Now you can see this box is cubical in shape. So not cubical, cuboidal in shape with a length of 80, breadth of 40 and height of 20. Okay? Now so we have to first find the total surface area of the box because it will cover from all sides. So what is the TS of a cuboid? The formula was 2 LB plus BH plus LH. Is 2 into 80 into 40 plus 40 into 20 plus 80 into 20. It is 2 into 3200 plus 800 plus 1600. That is 2 into 32 and 8 40, 40 into 56, 5600, which will give us 11200 centimeter square. This is the total surface area of a cuboid. Now she is buying square sheets of paper of 40 centimeter each. To cover it, she is buying sheets of paper of 40 centimeter each. So what is the area of the square sheet? Area of square is L square. So 40 into 40 is 1600 centimeter square. Now how many sheets will she need? So number of sheets, because she want to cover the total area, is TSA of cuboid upon area of square. So this will now become 11200 upon 1600, 00 cut, 4 4s are 4, 28s are 4 1s are 4, 7s are. So 7 square sheets Mary will need to decorate her Christmas tree. So this is a sum just based on the formula we have just learned. The next sum, Hamid has a cubical water tank. What does a cubical mean? The length, the breadth and the height all are the same. They all are L. So he was a cubical water tank with a lid for his house. It has got a lid, the top. Now each edge is 1.5 meter long. So the length of the cubical tank is 1.5 meter long. Now he wants to get the outer surface of the tank excluding the base. The base is not doing anything, it is lying on the floor, so the base you cannot do anything, but he wants to cover it with square tiles of 25 centimeter. You can see the square tile is of 25 centimeter length and 25 centimeter breadth. how many tiles will he need, and what is the cost if the tiles cost 360 rupees per dozen. So here if you can see the cubical tank, so the area to be covered with the tiles. Now we know that the total surface area is 6L square, but is not covering the base. The base lies on the floor, so leaving out the base, the other area to be covered is 5L square. That will be 5 into 1.5 meter. Now since the tile is in centimeter, we will convert this meter into centimeter, so I will write 150 into 150 centimeter square. So area to be covered. Now what is the area of one tile? Area of one tile is 25 centimeter into 25 centimeter, so 25 centimeter square. So the number of tiles which are needed will be area of cube upon area of square equal to 5 into 150 into 150 upon 16, no 25 into 25. 25 ones are 25 six are 25 ones are 25 six are, so 5 6 are 30, 36 are 180. 180 tiles are needed. But now what you can see, one dozen cost 360 rupees, means 1 dozen means 12 tiles. 12 tiles cost 360 rupees, so 180 tiles will cost how much? So we cross multiply, we get 180 into 360 upon 12, 12 ones are 12 30s are 18 3s are 54, 5400 rupees will be needed to cover the tank with the cubic square tiles. Is it clear? Okay. Next one, let us see. The length and breadth and height of a room are 5 meter, 4 meter and 3 meter. We have to find the cost of whitewashing the walls and the ceiling. So we have to whitewash the walls and the ceiling at 7.50 rupees per meter square. So what we'll do, we'll find area of walls. What is the formula for area of walls? 2HL plus B, that is the lateral surface area. So 2, the height is 3, length is 5, breadth is 4. So 2 3s are 6, 5 plus 4 is 9. So 54 meter square is the area of the walls. Area of ceiling is just length into breadth, that is 5 into 4 is 20 meter square. So the area to be whitewashed, the total area to be whitewashed equal to 54 plus 20 equal to 74 meter square. So cost of 1 meter square equal to 7.50. So cost of 74 meter square will be how much? 7.50 into 74. Yes? So calculate how much is that? It is rupees 555. Yes, so you got the answer. This was also very simple sum. Let us see the next one. A cubical box has edge 10 centimeter. Another cuboidal box is 12.5 by 10 by 8. So let me draw. We have got, okay, the drawing is not very accurate, but you'll understand. A cubical box of 10 by 10 by 10 and a cuboidal box of 12.5 by 10 by 8. We have to compare the lateral surface area, how much it is. Okay, so lateral surface area LSA of Q is 4L square. So 4 into 10 into 10 is 400 centimeter square. LSA of cuboid equal to 2H bracket L plus B. So 2 into 8, sorry, 2 into 8 bracket 12.5 plus 10. So 2 8 so 2 into 8 into 12 plus 5 plus 10 is 22.5. Now 22.5 into 2 is 45, and 45 8s are 360 centimeter square. So LSA of cube is greater than the cuboid. How much is the difference? 400 minus 360 equal to 40 centimeter square. Let us also compare the TSA. TSA of cube 6L square. That is 6 into 10 into 10 equal to 600 centimeter square. This is cube, sorry, I forgot to write. And TSA of cuboid, how to find? 2 bracket LB plus BH plus LH. So 2 into 12.5 into 10 plus 8 into 10 plus 12.5 into 8. You do twice 125 plus 80 plus 100. It is twice 180 plus 125. 305 gives us 610 centimeter square. So LSA of cube was more, but here LSA of cuboid is more. By how much? By 10 centimeter square. So when you compare shapes, you may get some which are bigger and some which are lesser. Next we have Shanti sweet stall was placing an order for cardboard boxes to pack their sweets. Two size boxes are required for the sweets. The biggest dimensions 25 by 20 by 5, the smallest dimensions 15 by 12 by 5. Now when you fold the box, there are overlaps. So 5% of the total surface area is required extra because for the overlap. Cost of cardboard is rupees 4 for 100 centimeter square, and we have to find the cost of 250 boxes of each kind. Means 250 of the bigger and 250 of the smaller. So first let us say TSA of bigger box. What is the formula again? Remember, cuboid 2 bracket LB plus BH plus LH. The 2 25 into 20 plus 20 into 5 plus 25 into 5 equal to 2 bracket 25 20 is the 500, 25 is the 100, 25 5 is the 125. Yes, that is 500 plus 100 600, 725. 725 to 2 is 1450. That is the total surface area of the bigger box. Okay. Then TSA of smaller box. Again applying the same formula, 2 into bracket 15 into 12 plus 12 into 5 plus 15 into 5. So 12 15 is the 180 plus 12 5 is the 60 plus 15 5 is the 75. 160 180 plus 6 is 240. 240 plus 75 is 315. This becomes 630 centimeter square. Now you can find the 5% overlaps for each one separately. You can find the 5% for this and 5% of this separately, or you can find it together because it is 5%. So I will find the total of both first. 1450 plus 630 gives me 2080 centimeter square. 5% of overlap will give me how much? 5% of 500 of 2080, that is 00 cut, 5 1s are 5 2s are 2 1s are 2 104. That is 104 centimeter square is the overlap. So total cardboard needed equal to 2080 plus 104 equal to 2184 centimeter square. Now what is the cost? The cost is calculated like this. For 1000 centimeter square, it is 4 rupees. So for 2184, it will be how much? So I got 2184 into 4 upon 1000. Okay, but this will be for one box. I want how many boxes? 250 boxes. So I'll multiply by 250. So 4 ones are 4 250s are 250 cut. So directly I get rupees 2184 for 250 boxes of each kind. Now why I did only with 250? Because I have taken the total of both the boxes here and I have counted them together. So the total cardboard needed I have counted and got the answer. And we have another one here. Parveen wants to make a temporary shelter for a car with a box-like structure with tarpaulin that covers the four sides and the top. Okay, and the front has a face which can be rolled up. Assuming stitching margins are small, means we will not waste any material in stitching. How much tarpaulin will be required? So we have to see what here the four walls at the top. So we have got the LSA of the cuboid, that is the four walls, and we have to add plus the roof of the shed, of the shelter or whatever. So two things you have to add, the four walls and the roof. So the formula is 2H L plus B for the four walls plus L into B for the roof. Height is 2.5, so 2 into 2.5, 4 plus 3 plus 4 into 3 is the base. So 2.2.5 is 5, 4 plus 3 is 7, 4 3 is 12. So 35 plus 12 equal to 47 meters square. So 47 meters square is the tarpaulin which will be required. Okay, because we have kept the stitching margins to be minimal. So these are some practical examples we saw only using four formulas today. Which four formulas? We understood what is a cube, what is a cuboid. We learned the lateral surface area of the cube and the cuboid and the total surface area of the cube and the cuboid. So this was only those structures which have got pointed edges and flat faces. There are no curves here. Next we are going to move to the curves. So before we move to the curves, learn about the cuboid and the cube and their flat faces, the lateral surface area and the total surface area. Now depending upon the question which is asked to you, you will have to calculate the lateral surface area or the floor or the ceiling, what you have to paint. If questions are given about painting the room, then you know by common sense that we never paint the floor. We only paint the walls and the ceiling. So such questions you have to think by common sense, use your mathematics to get the answer. So do this lecture well. I am going to end here. Thank you.